Well, hello there, guys. It's just me. Jason doesn't even know I'm filming, but I'm like, oh, I've got a messy kitchen to clean up. And he's out on the tractor doing some cleanup outside. It's just too cold. And so I need to prep for tonight. The kids have all decided we're having another pizza game night. And I say kids like they're kids. They're friggin' adults, like 30 and what, anyway. We're going to do pizza night, so I've got some things I need to prep for that. And yeah, get the kitchen set up. I want to make some of my wraps that I make for me to snack on. And I've really been tossing around the idea of going back low carb. I know I can't do like carnivore or things like that with the way I'm plumbed, but does it do well for me? But I'm also just not doing well on carbs. But that'll be after pizza night. But I make these anyway. I love these, and they're all protein and they're all keto. And there's only a few items that clearly I'd have to give up, like my sourdough and the pizza crust. But I did keto for so long that I know how to make things work, so I can still eat pizza. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. Stay tuned, I guess. But yeah, I got tons of things to clean up in here and get ready for tonight. I need to pull some chicken from the freezer. I think instead of doing like the shredded chicken, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do chicken breast and dice it up. So I need to find and locate that. I'm not sure which of the 3 freezers it's in, but we're gonna try and get that thawed out, get it cubed up and cooked. And I made the mess I'm cleaning up is actually the my 2 sourdough loaves that I did, the jalapeno cheddar and the Italian urban cheese. So yeah, time to clean that up. And actually no, I think I want to unload the dishwasher first. But anyway, I am not liking the cold, guys. It is just not okay at all. I'm very cold intolerant. I don't like it. But yeah, I know I had started talking about it in the last video and I never finished that conversation, but I've had this little countertop dishwasher for probably going on about 4 years, maybe. I bought it for when we lived at River Camp because I don't like washing dishes. Well, I don't honestly mind washing big dishes. I don't like washing silverware. Definitely think this was probably one of the best purchases that we ever made. So yeah, we've just been doing a lot of running and supply runs and things like that, and just trying to get ready for wanting to work outside or getting things done inside. Wait, that ain't a cup. That's a jar. Come on, dear. Get it together. And trying to make the plans for getting the mudroom started. Originally, it was going to be a fully insulated thing, and then it wasn't. And now I'm questioning, is that a bad decision? Is it not? Because I was just going to make it like an enclosed porch, basically. Is that smart? Is it stupid? I'm not sure. I haven't figured it out yet. But trying to nail that in, lock it in. We do know that we know the size. We know how big we want it, how we're going to build it. We've agreed on everything. It's the smartest decision. I'm just not sure how enclosed we want to make it. It's going to be enclosed. We're kind of going back on the idea of when we built the house up north and added an enclosed porch on the backside. And it wasn't anywhere. We did insulate it, but there really wasn't that many insulated walls because it was full of windows. I had picked up a boatload of storm windows for like $3 a piece. And so we just lined the back wall, the side walls, and the front door I'd picked up for like $10, and it was just a full glassed screen door type exterior door. And oh my gosh, we had a little gas heater like we have out in the studio, and we hung out there. That was kind of our hangout place, and we loved it. We absolutely loved it. So we're kind of going on that premise. Okay, I guess let's get this loaded. But I'm gonna run this jar again back through. I can't even remember what I had. Oh, pizza sauce. I think it was just pizza sauce. And I'll fit what I can fit in here. Oh, guys, this is my latest mug that I did. Ain't it cute? I mean, it's dirty because I had coffee in it. But what I realized was the shape that I thought would be so cool is not so cool to drink coffee out of, because the rim like goes in, and you can't get your lips around it to get a good drink of coffee. But the coloring turned out really, really cool. I've got 2 more that I ended up reglazing because this was the only one that didn't turn completely obsidian, which is the color that kind of black. But this is gonna make a great soup mug, so I'm not mad about that at all, because you can sip your soup out of it, but the way the rim is, it's kind of more towards a soup using a spoon, that kind of thing. I'm excited to find out what kind of games the kids are going to want to play tonight. Jenna has purchased a lot of new games. Chloe has some new games. We have card games. You know, we always play Phase 10, things like that. That's one of our favorites. It's just kind of a really cool thing to be able to have everyone here on the family compound and just get to spend time with everybody. It's probably the most important part, one of my favorite things about building the family compound. I mean, yes, we do miss the ones that aren't here, but just being able to have that daily interaction. I mean, how many of you guys out there wish you could see your kids more, you know? I mean, I miss all the kids, but it's just really cool having the ones that are here, and being able to, you know, spend time with them and do these family game nights. You know, when my kids were growing up, it was really, really important for me to, you know, have that time with the kids. And when we didn't have money, you know, to go do things, or, you know, go to the drive-in theater or things like that, we always had game night. I'd throw together nachos or, you know, whatever fodder that we wanted to do. Jake and Chloe have decided that they're kind of pushing the pizza night, as far as like they've chosen a bunch of different pizzas that they want and that they want to try. And I'm like, get it. So I already had 4 pizza doughs, sourdough pizza doughs prepped. They're in the fridge. They've been in the fridge about 4 days. Perfect. They're going to be beautiful. And then, you know, since Jake in his life at different points, both him and Jenna, worked at pizza places, they're not into the whole sourdough thing. But so they were going to pick up some extra pizza doughs and make traditional pizza, which is fine. I'm not partial. Pizza's pizza. I'll eat pizza all day long, every day, and absolutely love it. I don't know why I saved these. They're used. Do you guys reuse them? Like, I don't know. I mean, I save them for like when I open a jar, if I can open it safely, but then I'm just storing the jar like in the fridge. But I have so many. Like, I'm a dork. I'm just gonna throw these away. I'm back. Yeah. But Jenna picked up or ordered in a bunch of, I just put this back in there after I pulled it out. Anyway, she's ordered in a bunch of different games. One, now mind you, Jen is in her 20s. Jake just hit 30. Exploding Kittens, I think, was the name of the one game. And no, it's not brutal, gross, or anything. There, nothing like that at all. It kind of reminds me of Old Maid, except when you get, instead of getting an Old Maid card, you might draw the exploding kitty, and the exploding kitty like knocks you out of the game unless you have a pass. And so we played that one, and then I think she ordered in a few other ones too. The Neanderthal one, I think we talked about that. That's actually one of my favorites, but I'm really, really hoping that Chloe and Jake want to play euchre, because that's my jive. I think I'm going to have to probably run this through. I had this jar full of sourdough discard. I may have been a little excessive. So we're just going to rinse that out, and I'm going to draw up some water and get that all cleaned up. All right, time to squirt. I definitely love my dish soap. Although I've been tossing around the idea of not adding like soaps and like when you see homemade bar soaps at flea markets and stuff. I don't mean like that. If I make anything, I'm really intrigued with the bar dish soap, because one, I can make the little pot that it goes in, as well as the actual dish, the hard dish soap. And then you sell it with one of those little scrub brushes, those natural bristle scrub brushes. And like, how cool would that be? Mainly for like gifts and stuff to family and friends, and be able to, gift that to somebody. I think I'm gonna make like a body wash for me to test out that has like my frankincense and my castor oils and going down that type of thing for myself, not to sell. I'm not really a big fan of body bar soap. I just mainly use Ivory unscented, sensitive skin. So that's usually what I use, but I'd like to get away from that commercial stuff. So, I don't know. Maybe I can figure out how to do that in my spare time. I'm not sure how that's going to work. But yeah, I love talking to you guys. It kind of makes the chores go a little faster. But kind of also discombobulates me, because I'm like, oh, what do I do? Normally I'm like rushing through this, and it all happens so fast when I clean. But when I'm filming, I forget what I'm doing when I'm talking. But, I don't know. I just thought, I might as well just throw on the cameras and bring you guys along with me, and then I can show you guys how I make my wraps, because that was actually the full intention of me coming in from out there was, okay, I want to make up some wraps for lunch and then package a bunch away so that I have them to just come in here and snack on. Well, then you know how that works, because you get in here and you're like, oh gosh, I can't make wraps because the kitchen's a mess. And normally I clean everything before I go to bed. Here lately, there's been nights when we've either played cards too late, or we're up too late doing something and we go to bed, and then of course you guys have seen the aftermath in the mornings when I got to clean it all up. But so now I got to clean. But as I'm cleaning, I'm getting sidetracked again. So we stopped at our favorite thrift shop, S&K, yesterday, and got to sit and chat with Barry, and they have 2 bins in there that has like free stuff in it, and you can take up to 8 things. Y'all, look, pure lemon extract, free. I love this stuff. It's good in my banana breads, in my zucchini breads, and my mama's secret sugar cookies. Pure lemon extract. Free. What else? Oh, some Lorna Doones. Picked up some Lorna Doones. And, hold on, I gotta get this in there. There we go. 2 more. Alright, this was yesterday's, that was yesterday's, that was yesterday's. I'm a one-hit wonder with dish rags. Don't use sponges. And I bleach my scour pads. This one I just got out this morning for my hands. And then this one is also dirty. So in the laundry room they go. Speaking of which, I actually did just remember that I started a little laundry earlier. I didn't realize. I thought this was clean. It's not. It's got my water in it. In that goes. And then I know this is stupid too. Jason and I did finally get new boots, but with my birth defect feet, they're all funky. And so like they're pinching in certain places, but I needed a really good pair of boots. And when we were at S&K, haha, look what I found. I don't know how to use them, but for $1, like, I'm gonna guess you like unscrew to make them wider and then you shove them in, or I don't know. If you guys know how to use these, please leave it in the comments and tell me what to do, because I think they're gonna work, right? They're meant to, so I just don't know how to use them. I guess I'm gonna have to Google them. Back to dishes. Oh, need a dish towel. And I know this sounds goofy, guys, but I only use white dish towels. I buy them for, I don't know, what do you get, like 10 for less than $5, because I wash them all in bleach. To me, it just, I don't know. Having white is the easiest way to go. And then I just graduate them out. And as they get older, tattered, you know, eventually they'll go out to the garage when we build a garage. And then, or else I use them when I stain furniture or boards or something like that, but they never go to waste. Or they, you know, relegated to camper life, that kind of thing. But, I don't know. Alright, I'm going to zip this up real quick because I'm just washing dishes. Y'all don't want to see that. So, engage hyper mode. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Not bad at all. Except I splattered water everywhere. I'm a messy cook and I'm a messy cleaner. Alright, let's tackle this island over here. Okay. So, definitely need and like a clean workstation. Because who doesn't? Yes. Once again, I know I can make my own ranch, but using what I got. Ranch. And then, of course, some cheddar cheese. And yes, I am going to be making my own chicken lunch meat. But for now, good old Land of Frost. And then for the pickle, and this is really super important, guys. There are no substitutes for the pickle. None. Zero. Zilch. This is the only pickle. Aldi's kosher dill baby holes. Don't ask me why. I know I will get a lot of flack from the Vlasic people, but no. This right here. I buy them by the case. But thankfully we're going to be getting Aldi soon. Well, hopefully in this next year. They're building it, but whatever. I digress. For some reason, this pickle keeps its crunch. The flavor's phenomenal. And they're just my favorites. And pull out my $1 thrift shop board. Love this thing. All right, so I'm probably gonna have to move you guys. I think you can stay right where you're at, but I think I need to move them. Does that work? I think that works. So the first thing is, you gotta shred it. It's been so long since I've even bought like pre-shredded cheese because I don't like all those fillers. It doesn't seem to melt well. It's not as creamy, but you do you, boo. It don't matter. I just realized I put this in the dishwasher. Hold on, I need to wash this for a minute. Okay, not bad. I picked this up at a thrift shop. These are hard to find. These older good ones. I'm just such a sucker for vintage kitchenware. It's just better. Cut out the plate. I started making these. Well, I've always made the, you know, you have your traditional wraps that people make and bring to like potlucks and stuff that have the cream cheese and the lunch meat and a pickle. And they usually use pickle spears. But I don't think the pickle spears have the crunch. And for me, it's all about the crunch. That's why I don't do a lot of pickling of vegetables or, you know, cucumbers in my own garden, because I can't get this pickle. I can't figure it out. So we're just going to set this off to the side just in case I need to shred anymore. Now I got to come back and slice my pickles. The other thing I do is, no one likes a soggy pickle. So I usually will just take a paper towel and put it down. Oh yeah, these are just phenomenal pickles. I gotta cut that little piece off. And I'll usually do them in like fourths. Depends on the pickle. The pickle tells me what it wants to be. And what I really love is, because I eat so many pickles, I keep the jars of pickle juice, which actually I'm really craving pickle juice, but I won't drink out of this jar because I'm still using it. I forgot I drank the last of my other jar. When I say I like pickle juice, y'all, I ain't lying. See, this was a smaller one, so I'm gonna just leave that one. My mouth is watering. That's how much I love pickles. But yeah, just having that paper towel down kind of like takes up a lot of that. I just do up a bunch because, like I said, I am mass producing these. It just kind of allows me to have a healthy snack instead of making a meal or a sandwich and overeating or whatnot. Because if you haven't noticed, Big Booty Judy, she thinks she's gonna come back. And I said, oh heck no, Judy, you just stay away. But I know I'm the one that has to do the work. So that's kind of an odd shaped pickle. I don't think it's gonna make a wrap very well. So I'm just gonna eat it. I'll snack on that. Got my pickles. Best stuff ever for like Charlie horses, if you have a Charlie horse. It's just so good. Okay. So then I just take this juice and I leave it in the door of the fridge. And I'll move this over just so you guys can see a little bit better. Now, this is the way I do it. Oh, I guess I need a container to put them in. Hold on. Okay. And this is where I'm really excited about making my own lunch meat, because I will be able to cut it just a little bit thicker than what this is. But chicken does better because it's got a drier consistency or whatever. But because I mass produce these, I literally just plop them all out. I do these for road trips too. They're just kind of an easy snack, but you're not grabbing a bag of chips. You're getting your protein. You're not eating those sluggish carbs that are gonna make you tired. Yeah, I need to get, oh, I don't have nearly as much as I thought I did. Okay, well, I guess you guys aren't getting a huge demonstration, but normally I go through this process multiple times until the whole bag is gone. I might have some more in the freezer, but yeah, those roosters that we're gonna kill, or I'm sorry, those roosters that we're going to be culling out, I'm gonna make lunch meat out of them. So, all right, and then I just simply take the pickle and I start plopping them down. My mouth is watering again. I love these. So yeah, and if you are on any of the other, I mean, this isn't carnivore clearly because you're eating a vegetable, but if you're keto or low carb, this is a great snack alternative. So I don't know, I love them. And then I take a little bit of cheese and I just kind of plop them down in there. Not too much because, you know, measure with your heart. And I just put that down. Here we go. I think this one needs more. Now this is really important. I normally have my squeeze bottle and that works better because I can just drizzle. But if I don't have them in a squeeze bottle, you gotta follow these directions identical because this is exactly the way it's done. And I do 3 dollops, or drops, I guess. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And I kind of spread them out. Because you don't want too much. And if you don't have ranch that's got the little nozzle, it makes life really difficult. So I suggest buying one of those dollar squeeze bottles that you find like down the barbecue section or whatever, and just transfer your ranch directly into that. It's a lot faster with the squeeze bottle too, because you can't, it's easier to control. You can't really squeeze quicker when you've got the dropper, because then you're just going to get a flood of ranch. And I'm sure you could dress these up any way you want. I've thought about like adding like everything but the bagel seasoning, but honestly, this is it for me. This is my favorite. Whoa, see what I mean? Oh, see what I mean? That's going to be one heck of a, but you know what? That's okay, we're gonna go with it. And then I just kind of lay it over and be gentle, or else you'll rip it. And then I always take a bite of the first one. Oh, I love these things. I actually want to see if I can freeze dry these, because how cool would it be to just mass produce these and be able to just thaw them out or like rehydrate them and put them in the fridge and oh, so good. And then I just go to town wrapping. I think I need another one. Oh, I heard Jason outside with his tractor. I didn't even know I'm filming, but it's alright. I'm a little bummed that I'm out of my lunch meat because these aren't gonna last. If you get my drift. You all gotta do this. You gotta try it. I forgot that while we were, I don't know, we were gone for, I think when we went up north, I don't know why Jake would do it. He bought chicken. Why? We have like 50 chickens in the freezer. So it probably needs used up. So I think we're just gonna thaw that out and that can be our chicken. They're already cut, ready for the next batch. I know I did not find any more in the freezer, so that'll be on my list for my Walmart delivery. Because I can't go without my chicken wraps. Best pickles ever. Don't believe me? Try it for yourself. Put this away. Okay. Well, folks, that's it. I promise you some keto snacks and some low-carb snacks, and that's as easy as it gets, guys. Like, I didn't cook anything. I didn't bake anything. They're just a chicken, pickle, ranch, and cheese. But, all right. Well, I guess I better get on laundry, and thank you for spending this time with me this morning. Kind of keeps me from being lonely. I'm going to go ahead and finish cleaning up the kitchen, get things prepped for the pizza party and the game night tonight. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.